Let's take a look at problem number 7 using a tree diagram. In this problem we have box A, which has 2 green and 5 blue marbles for a total of 7 marbles, and box B, which has 9 green and 6 blue for a total of 15. In this situation, there's going to be a marble that's drawn from box A and transferred to box B. After the transfer, a marble is going to be drawn from box B. When we move a marble from A to B, that's actually going to change the total number of marbles in box B from 15 to 16. And it will also change one of these numbers depending on what color we draw from box A. The question here is for us to find the probability that a blue marble was drawn from box A if we know a green marble was drawn from box B. So I'll write that as the probability of B from A given green from B. Now remember, when it's written like this, the green from B is the thing that we're assuming happens first. Since the actual order of this is reversed, we need to use Bayes' theorem to figure out the answer. So let me start by setting up my tree now. My first event is going to be drawing a marble from box A, and there are actually 2 things that can happen. I can either get a blue marble or a green marble. After I draw from box A, I'm going to be looking at what happens when I draw from box B. And once again, from box B, I can either get a blue marble or green marble. Alright, now let's look at the different probabilities for each situation. So for the first branch of my tree, I want to look at what happens if I draw a blue marble from box A and then a blue marble from box B. So taking a blue marble from box A, since there are 5 blues out of 7, that probability would be 5/7. Now remember, once I take that blue marble from box A, I'm going to put it in box B. So now box B has not 6 blue marbles, but 7 blue marbles. And my new total, remember, is 16. So the probability of getting a blue marble out of this box is 7/16. Now I'm going to go back to my second possible outcome. Once again, I want to draw a blue marble from box A, which still has the probability of 5/7, because when I come back to this point, we're starting over again. But now I'm going to transfer that blue marble to box B still and find the probability of getting a green marble out of box B. Well, even though there are 7 blue marbles in box B for a total of 16, there are still just 9 green ones, so the probability of getting a green is 9/16. And then we'll go back to the start again, and now I'm going to be looking at probabilities of drawing a green out of box A. To get a green out of box A, there are 2 out of a total of 7, so that'll be 2/7. I'm going to transfer that green marble over to box B. So now I have 10 green marbles, and I'll go ahead and make that change since that's going to be true for the remaining problems in my tree. I have 10 green marbles and still 6 blue for a total of 16. My probability now is that I get a blue marble out of box B. That's going to be 6/16, which reduces to 3/8. And then finally, back to the original situation, getting a green out of A is 2 out of 7. And putting that in box B gives me 10 green once again, 6 blues for a total of 16. The probability now of getting a green out of box B is 10/16, which reduces to 5/8. Once we have our tree set up, all we need to do is find the 2 parts of our fraction. Remember that on the top of the fraction, I'll be looking for all of the things that fit this scenario. So I'll be looking for, actually I shouldn't say all of the things, I'll be looking for the one event where I get a blue out of box A and a green out of box B. So that's going to be this event right here, which means I'll be multiplying 5/7 times 9/16. On the bottom of the fraction, I'm looking for all of the ways to create this new sample space, which is a green out of box B. One of those is, again, the 5/7 times 9/16. The other one is if I choose a green from box A and a green from box B. And so that would be 2/7 times 5/8. And when you do that multiplication and addition, you'll find out that this result is 3/14. So there is in fact a 3 out of 14 chance that we will have drawn a blue marble from box A if we know that a green marble was drawn from box B.